Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Karen, Lavenderclothesline, and I am home from Florida. Yay! Although I did have a wonderful time for my birthday trip. As many of you know, I turned 60 and celebrated in Florida this year with my family. I am super happy to be home, refreshed, and ready to go for fourth quarter. So I came home to probably 60 degrees and chilly here, and what I left in Florida was probably 85, and it was sunny on our last day. This trip turned out to be a little bit of a womp womp weather-wise, but you know, when you're with friends and family, it's always a good time. I did post on Instagram that we had my birthday dinner at an Italian restaurant that was just so scrumptious. I had eggplant rollatini, which is my all-time favorite food, and tiramisu for dessert, and got to hear the most wonderful band. And you know, I don't consider myself a big music person. I don't sing, at least around anybody else, and I don't play instruments, but I really do appreciate musicians that are just over the top talented, and this band was just amazing. A lot of the people in the band, the men in the band, were longtime musicians. We're talking probably 30 or 40 years at least, and boy could they play. Also my son-in-law Barry sang, so great fun, and I had a really good time. Thank you so much for all the cards and birthday wishes. You know, when you put yourself out on YouTube, on social media, you kind of don't know what's going to happen as you go along in this journey. And one of the great surprises to me was the amount of people, the amount of friends that would send me birthday wishes and encouragement and just show their kindness. So guys, thank you so much. I did post over on Instagram this morning just a portion of the cards and gifts I've received. So just from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. It was a wonderful birthday. Today I'm going to start the video with something a little bit different, and we'll see where it goes. I am going to do a high profit thrift finds because I haven't done one of those videos in a while. Those videos are where I show what I picked up. I try my best to remember what I paid for the item and what crazy high money the item brought. Sometimes I have an inkling of what the item is going to bring money-wise, and sometimes it's a surprise to me. So I'm going to include that in this video, but first I want to talk about something that you guys ask me continually, and I kind of skirt the issue. Today I'm going to talk about items that I found either in thrift stores or yard sales or on clearance racks at really low prices, and I've kept, which, guys, you know me, I hardly keep anything that I source. I'm all about bringing inventory in and selling it out. So while I do hold on to some of my items that I find for quite a while, I'm long tail, meaning I can hold an item longer than a year quite often. Some of the items that I bring in, I know that I'm not going to sell. Recently, I picked up a ceramic frog, just gorgeous. I bid for him at an auction and paid $45 for him and said to you guys, I think I'm going to keep this one, but I did sell it, and it brought, I think it brought 100 and, don't quote me on this, I'll insert a photo here. I did put it on Instagram. I think he brought $104, and I was glad somebody else could enjoy him. But today, like I said, I'm going to go through a few items that I know I'll probably keep my lifetime, which is rare for me. I'm not a collector. I don't have a lot of tchotchke in my house. And while I can appreciate other people's collections in their houses, I also love to go to museums and see collections of things. I just don't have that in my personality. I will find something in a thrift store and say, oh, I love this, I'm keeping this, and 2 days later I'm selling it. But today are the items that most likely I'm going to have for a very long time, or I've already had for a long time. So grab yourself a cup of tea and let's get started. All right, the first item that I'm going to show you, or set of items, I might have shown these in a prior video. I have had these for about, I'm going to say 20 years. That's a guess. And I'm going to show you what they are. I found these angel candlesticks in a gift shop, a boutique shop on Long Island. It's got to be 20 years now, and fell in love with these. They were on the clearance table and I could not grab them quick enough. So these are now in my living room, but I've had these in the kitchen. I have had these in my bedroom on Long Island. And right now I think I keep one on an end table and one actually back here on the table behind me. They're just made out of like Sirocco, maybe like a plastic and resin plastic. Look at that. They have Artie Imports, Dallas, Texas. They have this sticker still on. And if you guys know me, my family knows me, if you come in my house, anything that I bought at Goodwill or Marshall's or wherever I've gotten it, I'm very bad about taking the sticker off. So I can almost always be sure that the sticker is there on my items. But I did find these. I don't remember what I paid for them. I did pay up a little bit, but like I said, I believe they were either 50% off or 75% off, and I've had them for years. So that's item number one of items that I don't sell, that I won't sell, that I keep for myself. Really, really cool. I don't know that I've had candles in them, maybe a couple of times for Christmas or something like that, but generally they just sit around, just gorgeous. I just love these. I'm very much the Renaissance, romantic, chandeliers, angels, you know, all those kinds of things. You guys know me on my clothing. I love tassels. Anything that's like bohemian or romantic, I just absolutely love. The next item is actually brand new, and I received it for my birthday. My girls know me, and they looked for this and found it. I'm not quite sure which daughter found it. I think it might have been Mellissa, because Mellissa can shop. That girl is amazing. I think her profession should not only be what she's doing, selling on eBay and also selling on YouTube and doing Patreon, but I think she is a true professional shopper, and she has the ability to find things and match it to the person's taste and personality. So I'm going to show you this first thing that I got for my birthday. So the girls bought this bag for me, and the sons too. They all put their money together and gave me group gifts. So I was opening gifts for quite a while, but this was my favorite gift. This is a handmade bag from Bangladesh, and it helps to alleviate poverty for women in that country. And I just love this. Leather handles, and all of the materials are sustainably sourced. And like I said, these are local women. It's helping to feed their families. But what I absolutely love about this bag, ready for this, is the saying they had printed on it for me. How wonderful is that? Go out and get what's yours. I will be using this bag for the rest of my life, and the bag itself is guaranteed for 8 years, carrying up to 100 pounds. That's how strong this bag is. And like I've shared with you guys before, my handbag or tote bag is always filled with extra shoes, socks. Yep, if I'm out shopping for a long day, I know I'm going to be out 12 hours, I bring a change of shoes and socks to refresh my feet, to keep going. I have all these tricks. I also keep food in my bag. Just on and on and on. So this is the perfect size for me, and if you see me out in the wild, you will see that I will be carrying this bag a lot of times. So I will never sell this. This will stay in my personal collection. Another thing that I just picked up, and I've been wanting these for a while, but I'm too cheap to pay for it at like TJ Maxx or Home Goods or something like that, was this burlap sign. Now, we have all seen this saying. They now have like keep calm and drink coffee, drink wine. They have all the ones, but this is, I think, the original saying of where this saying started. I don't know who said this. It might have been like Churchill or somebody, but I just love this, and it's done in burlap. You can kind of see a theme. I'm all about this color, this taupey color. I guess it's not really a color. Like I've always said, in my house, I have all like monochromatic, very calm colors, but on my body, I wear bold colors. So where did I get this? I got this at Goodwill. I believe I paid $2 for it, and you won't see me selling this. I'm probably going to have this for years and years. You know, it's funny when you see something and it speaks to you, and I don't know, it's something that is very mass marketed, but for some reason when you see it, you just identify with it. So I found this one day thrifting, one day recently before going on vacation, and I absolutely love it. And it reminds me in this crazy world during crazy times, hectic times, to just keep calm and carry on. All right, the next item or group of items is something that I've had over the course of years collected and kept. Never get rid of these. So this is quite heavy. I'm going to stand back so you can see what it is, and I'm always adding to this collection. Oh, this weighs a ton. So I bought this huge, I'm going to call it a platter, handled platter, very heavy. It's made out of ceramic. I believe I got this on a clearance sale too, and in it I keep seashells. So quite a few of these seashells were probably on clearance or in thrift stores, and I have a tendency to collect beautiful shells, ones with no cracks or anything, so really pretty specimens. And I've been collecting shells, I'm gonna say, okay, so I'm 60 now, probably about 40 years. So this is my main collection, and I do have a couple of large, like, specimen pieces around my house. I love seashells because it reminds me of my home, Long Island. Although on Long Island, you really can't find beautiful shells like this. They're kind of all the little, I don't know what they're really called. We call them goldies. They're little yellow or orange, and they're kind of like translucent. We have a lot of those on Long Island, of course, clam shells and things like that. But these shells are just gorgeous. And like I said, most of these I have found in thrift stores for just, you know, pennies. So that's one of the things I will never get rid of. Even when I move, I bring my shells with me, which the box winds up being like 1,000 pounds. So seashells, number one thing probably in my collection of tchotchkes. And I think that's the only thing I collect that's like tchotchke, where it's a collection of things. I'm trying to think. I don't do like statues or figurines. I don't think I have too many collections, but seashells, I have quite a few. The next item I found in a thrift store, probably Goodwill, not this exact one, but I loved it so much that I wore it out and I bought a second one. And the second one I found on eBay, but the first one I bought in Goodwill, and it's just this handbag. So I guess this is like seagrass maybe. And again, huge, very big. All my handbags are big. And this is put out by, how do we say this, guys? XOXO, I guess? Maybe, Hugs and Kisses. Not quite sure what this brand. It's an inexpensive brand. I can't imagine this bag cost more than, I don't know, $29.99, something like that originally. But I love this bag. So my original one, I actually wore a hole through the bottom, carrying and schlepping all my stuff. And this one I replaced it with, I found new on eBay, and I think I paid like $20 for it, but I will never get rid of this bag. Anytime I see an item that I love and I know I'm going to use it for like lifelong, if it starts to wear out, I want the same exact item. As a matter of fact, I bought a pair of North Face winter boots years ago and found them on clearance, and I now own 3 pairs of the same exact boot. Yep, same color, same everything. They're my favorite boots. They're like down-filled, very lightweight. They throw on quickly, and I just love them. I will never sell my North Face boots. So those are just a few of the items. So now you guys know what I do hang on to, but for the most part, everything I buy, I sell. I'm very about that. I love finding treasure. I love retail shopping. I love thrift store shopping. But I love even more that I can enjoy something for a little while and then make a very good profit on it. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope that answers the question of like, hey Karen, what do you keep? Not a lot, but when I find something, it's a lifer. So thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for another episode of High Profit Thrift Finds. These items are all sold. They brought great profit. Some of them are harder to pack than others because I just keep picking up breakables. But I figured I'd give you another episode since you guys love to see what high profit items I'm finding. And my next video, hopefully, will be a thrift store shop with me. But here's the great part about it. There is a local thrift store that has invited me to film for their benefit, you know, so people can find out what a beautiful shop they are. I have shopped in it before. I go there quite often, and the manager asked me if I would come and do a video, and I was thrilled. But the thrilling part is the store is going to be closed while I'm there, so I have full reign and their permission to film, so I can really show you guys what type of items they have and also shop for myself. And hopefully that will be next Wednesday's video. This one will probably be Sunday. Today is Friday, so I'm just getting back into it and getting the schedule going. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go out and get what's yours. So here is another episode of High Profit Thrift Finds. These are items that almost all of them I found in thrift stores. I think one or two I might have gotten at an auction. I'll try to remember. And some of these you might have seen on my Instagram page. If you follow me over on Instagram under Lavender Clothesline, I often post items so that you guys can see what the item brought. I like reporting back because a lot of these items I show to you in my thrift hauls on YouTube. So some of these might be a repeat from my Instagram page, and whenever you want to see what I'm selling and what my items are bringing, you can always go into my eBay store, again Lavender Clothesline, and sort my items by sold to see what I am shipping out each morning. But let's get started. This first item I've had for a while. This is Tic-Tac-Toe Lego Castle version, and this was intact, and I got $64.35. I paid $4 for it. Here is a baseball glove or softball glove. I think I might have called this a catcher's mitt and had to revise it because I know nothing about baseball mitts, but $31.52 nonetheless, and I paid a couple of dollars for it. Here's a pair of Ferragamo. A lot of times I don't sell high-end handbags or shoes because a lot of times the fakes are getting so good you can't tell if they're genuine or not. But these I knew were genuine. $64.02 they brought, and the buyer was thrilled. The next item, I knew right away I would pick this up. I believe I got this at the Williams Grove Flea Market. This is a Rimrock wood teardrop bowl, and the way I knew that, it was stamped on the bottom with the Rimrock name, $185, and it was 13 inches long. But look at the shape of this. This is one piece of wood. I have never seen a wood bowl shaped this way. So the minute my eye caught this, I was like, absolutely yes, and I was right. Next item is a pair of pillowcases. I picked these up at the Roots Flea Market by me. These are hand done, just beautiful. I paid a couple of dollars each, and they brought $58. Next up is Vestoria, a coin apothecary jar, $32.16. I don't remember truthfully what I paid for this, but I'm pretty sure I got this at Goodwill. This is a brass tray, beautiful. This is a Goodwill find, $63. I believe I paid either $5.99 or $6.99. Next up is a men's denim jacket, $53.93, and we know men's denim jean jackets are very hot this fall, so I was glad that I had picked this one up. I paid $4.50 for it. Here is a hat that was really interesting. I knew this was old right away. This is a vintage Stetson. It's a boater or skimmer hat, and it had damage. That's why I put the word flaw in my title. It had pen marking up in the band. I did lightly dot it with hairspray to try to get some of the pen out. But when a hat is this old, I do not play around with it too much. I just list it with flaw. $53.40, and I believe I paid $2 or $3. Next up, this horse is beautiful. This is a bronze, and it was a small one. This was probably, I'm going to guess if I can remember, 6 inches high, 8 inches high, something like that. $112.80. Again, I only paid a couple of dollars. This blouse, I'm not sure if I showed this before. This is Brioni. Anytime you find Brioni, you want to run a comp, very high-end name, $88, and it was just a simple blouse. I believe I paid $4 for this. Next up is a cashmere coat. I don't pay attention to the maker when it's a cashmere coat in beautiful quality. I don't care who's making it because cashmere in itself is a beautiful material. $57.20, and I paid $8. Next up, I think we all know this name, UGG, which you got to be really careful with UGG. There are a lot of fakes out there. This is $110.18 I got for these boots. One of the ways that you can start to decipher if it's a pair of genuine Uggs is you bend the sole. If the sole is flexible, it has more likely a chance of being genuine than if that bottom sole is very hard and stiff. So that's where I start, and then I look at the inner tags. If it has the hologram, there's a couple of ways you can tell if UGG is genuine, but I was thrilled with this find. This is a little set of doll furniture. I've had this for a while, $38.19, and the thing that held this sale up, I should have even gotten more for this, was the shipping. It wasn't that these were heavy, but this needed a big box, and it was shipping out USPS because I'm trying to limit my trips to FedEx, which is very far for me. It's I'm going to say a good 12 to 15 minutes, which in my day, that's a lot. So I did list it with USPS. The shipping was a little bit higher. If I had brought this to FedEx, I probably could have gotten around the $50 mark, but time is money, so I went with a lower sale price. Next up, I definitely showed this on a YouTube video. Beautiful carved box. This is a sewing machine box where the little tools were kept in this box. I believe these originally came with vintage or antique sewing machines, $53.60, and I paid $3.99. Next up is a beautiful down coat. This is Andrew Mark. Extra small is a little bit of a slower seller than if you have a coat in like a size large or extra large. Those will move quicker, but still brought $73.62, and I paid $7 for it. This lamp is beautiful. One of my favorites, green glass. I got a lot of interest on this, a lot of offers, and I wound up taking an offer. I believe this was an offer, $130, and I did ship it. So I had to be really overly cautious with packing materials and just being really cautious and mindful that it was well packed, because right now USPS is having a higher damage rate because they have more temporary employees, I believe. So if you're going to pick up items like this, just know you really got to pack it well. Next up is a sweater. I did show this on Instagram. This is a Nordic style. I call this 6712. Carved wood bowl. I sell a lot of wood items, $43.50, and I paid $3 for it. Next up, I've included this in this high profit thrift find episode because $44.99 for two simple panels from Pier 1. But I sell a lot of pre-owned linens, and I felt the colorway and the pattern were going to carry these, and somebody would want these, and they did. They sold for $45. I paid $2.50. And this last item, I believe this is the last one, is a piece of pottery that I picked up with a large group from Williams Grove. Again, I sold this one. I've been selling quite a few of these. I think they're all gone now, $48. And what did I pay for this? I'm going to say a couple of dollars. So that is another episode of High Profit Thrift Finds. Thanks again for watching, and go out and get what's yours.